With the general election just weeks away, Federated Farmers launched its election manifesto this week in Wellington. Federated Farmers deliberately launched their general election manifesto here at the Wellington train station in a bid to emphasise that what's good for farming is good for New Zealand. The 61-page election manifesto outlines the key areas which Federated Farmers believes the next government should work in to fine-tune farming so it can perform at its peak.
Ensuring profitable farms. This year, agriculture will bring to this economy about 35, or the wider primary sector exports will bring $31 billion, or 70% of our export receipts to this country.
Other key themes were an increased investment in rural roading infrastructure, rural broadband and more R&D.
Currently, we spend about 1.2% of GDP on R&D. We believe that needs to be increased to 3%.
While Federated Farmers is often coined the National Party in gumboots, Mr Wills went to great lengths at the manifesto launch to portray the lobby group as apolitical.
We are an apolitical organisation, as you're well aware. I very carefully this morning put on a red tie, but a blue shirt, and the manifesto's green. So I think we're covered, and I think we're safe.
Yet there's little doubt that the Federation reflects rural electorates and sees eye to eye with the National Party on most issues.
That certainly the National Government today understands the importance of agriculture and a number of their policies are very helpful to agriculture being a success. So we have to compare that with what the other parties are proposing, and some are less helpful than others.
Perhaps unsurprisingly, National MP for Otaki, Nathan Guy, thought the Federation's manifesto was fantastic.
Yeah, I did. I thought it was great.
There's no doubt that the majority of farmers vote National, but there are a number of us who have shorn sheep in the Labor Party in the past, so we're not unfamiliar with the issues that are facing the rural sector, and we know how important it is.
Some of the key policies the Federation is advocating for are extensions of existing National Party legislation, such as extending the current 90-day employee trial period to 180 days, or more than half a year. The Feds also advocate the reintroduction of the youth minimum wage, something Prime Minister John Key has said National will do if re-elected. These were policies Green Party candidate for Hutt South, Holly Walker, who attended the launch, found hard to swallow.
We're concerned about the 90-day trial. As it is with 90 days, we think it's pretty unfair to be able to fire someone for no reason after that commitment of time. 180 days obviously is even worse from that perspective. And youth rates, we think if you're doing the same job as somebody who's older than you, then there's no good reason to be paid less for that, and so we are concerned about those. So a bit of a mixed bag for sure.
Yet Bruce Wills says the practical impacts of the youth minimum wage means young New Zealanders are missing out on work on the farm.
Sadly, in the current regime with the Labor regime, I would be encouraged, if I was bringing new staff on, to get an older, experienced staff, because effectively the pay rates for those people are similar to somebody coming in completely untrained without experience.
Benedict Collins, Country 99 TV News.